Hello, this is a quick little video, various hanging options for stained glass hanging units. So one of my subscribers wanted to know how I attached my hanging hardware to my outdoor lighted objects. So this is one way. That was an LED system that you can use. One thing I did was I needed to make a lot of those little loops. And what I did with that LED thing that I showed you was I drilled holes in the sides of those, of the rim at the top, and I painted the rims black. And then I threaded wire between the rim holes and into a hole of the ornament that I made. Now, different ones call for different things. As you can see, this one had a wire loop that goes over it, and sometimes I use chain, so it really depends. And you can see I soldered in little loops on this one because I didn't have holes to put chain rings through. This particular project, I had to have the stained glass off at an angle because, the lights off at an angle because it was hung with this single coiled wire at the top. So sometimes you have to not go around with the hardware. You need to go off at an angle and just kind of put a hole in it in the side. With this star, same thing. I drilled holes, 3 holes on the sides, and then used those wire loops that I made to wire it on. So sometimes I'm using those wire loops and sometimes I'm just using a piece of wire itself. So it really depends on what you're doing. This particular project had chains. So you can see I had those wire chain links that I made that I went around, soldered loops at the top, and those attached the chain to. Sometimes I do the soldering afterwards. After I put the chain on, I would then solder the link shut. And then sometimes I leave the link not soldered, just kind of wrapped around, kind of overlapping loop. So it really depends on what kind of project you have. Will depend on how you will attach it. As you can see with this one, since I had open areas, it was very easy to put little round circles holding the chain to the unit. I usually like to have 3 pickups instead of 2 like this one. They seem to just balance better when you're trying to hang it up outside, but it's whatever ends up working. This particular project, I did not use the solar lights. I just used a whole bunch of basically Christmas fairy light type of thing and just kind of shoved them down into the ornament itself. And then they continued up to the rafter of the house. And as you can see, the same with this one. For the for soldering the loops for this particular ornament, I made out of pretty thick wire, 14 or 12 gauge wire. I made a loopy round circle and then put it underneath the rim of the ornament and then soldered it in place. And that's what I attached my round loops to. This particular one, you can see again, it's very open, so it was really easy to just loop a wire around the opening to hold it in place. I hope this helps answer your questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.